Hey guys, welcome back to the Lucy Show. I know it is extra late today, but that's obviously because I was just on the main channel. If you're new here, my main channel is Living with Lucy. It's where I talk about mostly stocks, crypto, finance stuff. Link it down below to the main channel. And then over here, we talk about anything under the sun, interesting news, celebrity gossip, movies, and whatnot. By the way, I know last time I talked about Netflix Riverdale, and I was saying that it was a little bit confusing. I don't know why they did like a parallel universe. But now it finally makes sense. Um, now I'm actually rehooked. So I think it was like one of those things, season 6 Riverdale, where like I first started watching it and I didn't really understand why we were doing this, why we were doing so many episodes of like random scary stuff. But then now that they've connected it and like had the two universes kind of recognize each other or at least explain it in a better way, it's more entertaining now. But I still am a little bit confused how it's funny that like randomly the creators of the show just decided like, okay, we're going to go supernatural now. I don't know if this is going to be a long lasting thing or like a momentary lapse, but it's like watching, I don't know, Superman or something right now. Oh, thank you so much, Zombie Doge Army. Welcome to Rubber Chicken YOLO Gang. I feel like you were here before, so welcome back. Hi there, Haruhi. Thank you, Swag Master, for being first. Hi there, Alan. Hello again, Lucy. All right, guys. I don't know if you guys caught up with the news. Like, I know everyone's been talking about it for like the last 2 days on Adam Levine, but the breakdown of how I found out all this news, and it just really goes to show like how far social media has come. Like, back then, like 10 years ago, you hear some drastic, crazy news about a celebrity, and you always see the facts, or at least you see like who the mistress is, right? Or you see who the person that the celebrity is cheating on with. What's happening? Who are the real faces? What are the real voices? It's not the same anymore in 2022. So when I first heard the news, I was told Adam Levine came out and admitted that he had cheated on his wife while she was pregnant. And I'm like, what? That's terrible. But like, okay, who? What's the face of this woman that he cheated with? Like, what does she do for a living? Is she also a Victoria's Secret model? Like, all these questions. But no, I don't find any of that. I'm not looking for Adam Levine news. I'm just like looking at regular news, but then I go on TikTok. I think this was like 2 days ago. I go on TikTok. I'm like scrolling through, and all I see are girls posting either hilarious fake videos of them coming out, like basically making a parody of this entire situation, but saying like, check out Adam Levine and all these other men in my DMs. And it's so real that I had to watch so many videos where it wasn't even the girl. It wasn't even the girl where Adam Levine actually cheated on his wife with. It was like all these other girls. And then some of these girls made it look so real. Um, Basically making themselves act like they were making fun of, I think, the girl who actually came out and said, like, oh, like, look at these text messages between me and him, and basically revealed everything. There were a lot of girls out there that were like making fun of that girl, basically saying like she was just out there getting attention and all that. And it looked so real that when I went and clicked into like other people who were doing remixes with said person's TikTok, there were actually people who were like tricked into thinking that that was the actual girl, even though it wasn't, that Adam Levine was with. And there were people like commenting, like, who do you think you are? Like, it's just a whole other playing field right now. But, anyways, basically, I didn't, because I didn't want to, like, I didn't even care to like go out of my way to see what she looked like or see her viral video that everyone's making fun of. So I never Googled it. And I think it was only up until yesterday. It was only yesterday until I saw an actual video because I follow sarcasm underscore only on Instagram, and they posted it. And then they posted it with the actual girl, like what she looks like, and her video. So in case you missed it, we're going to listen.
He's married to a Victoria's Secret model. At the time, I was young, I was naive, and I mean, quite frankly, I feel exploited. I wasn't in the scene like I am now, so I was definitely very easily manipulated. Maroon 5 is practically elevator music at this point, so I'm sure you know who Adam Levine is.
I can't understand like half the stuff she says, by the way, but we'll talk
Adam and I were seeing each other for about a year. After I stopped talking to him over, a period of months, this is how he came back into my life. He said, okay, serious question. I'm having another baby, and if it's a boy, I really want to name it Sumner. You okay with that? Dead serious. I was like, I'm in hell. Like, I have to be in hell at this point. I mean, my morals were unknowingly compromised. I was completely manipulated. I'm gonna handle this privately. I was having an affair with a man who's...
So, okay. I want to know what you guys think about all of that, and let me know down in the comment section below if you missed this live stream. But here are like a couple things that I noticed. First off, her name is Summer. So then I guess Adam Levine text messaged her and was saying like, are you okay with it if I have a boy and I name him Summer? Do you guys know any boys named Summer? I don't know any guys whose name is Summer. I don't even know any girls whose name is Summer except from like the TV show, the fictional TV show, the OC, where like the brunette's name was Summer. And then what was that? 500 Days of Summer, that movie, where the girl's name was Summer. I don't really even know any Summers. But anyways, this chick's name is Summer. So I thought that was weird. And then what did she say? She said back then I was young and naive or something. What? She's 23 years old. So I don't even know when she was seeing Adam Levine. I didn't do the DD. So again, as always, entertainment purposes only. Always do your own DD. Maybe I'm wrong and this isn't even the actual video because there are so many videos of people pretending to be this girl or making fun of her and doing all these TikToks and reels that I really can't keep up. I think it's the one. And I'm just mind blown. Like, okay, like when she revealed this, like, how did people confirm that this was real? Did people just automatically like trust her? Because everyone can fake screenshots these days. Like I saw this other TikTok video where this girl was saying, look at this like other person, this dude who's married in my DMs, and they pulled out like John F. Kennedy. It was a joke. It was a joke. Hi there at YouTube. Happy Friday. Yes. Oh my God, it is Friday, huh? Doesn't feel like it, but we're gonna do, this channel has become like where I come to like gossip about celebrity news, talk about random things, Netflix, and then also just eat without doing a mukbang video. But it's not new, but this is new to me. I've never had it. Sour Patch Kids, cola, artificially flavored bubble. So it almost looks like boba. I'm like trying to be healthy or like at least trying to not gain 10 pounds right now. So I'm not going to do this. But I really had the urge of wanting to get like a bottle of Coca-Cola, put some ice in it, let it fizzle, and then drop these balls into it and then get a boba straw and then just, how weird would that be? That might actually taste good. I don't know. Because like the gummies are harder than the boba, like the tapioca pearls. But I think it might work if you leave it in there for long enough. Thank you, Zombie Doge Army. Yes, guys. Destroy that like button for the YouTube algorithm. Adam Levine memes are so funny. Someone created him hitting on a bowl of noodles. Yes. Well, I included it in my little short video today on this channel, but let's read over all of them later. There's literally, yeah, there's articles dedicated to just straight up Adam Levine memes. And I heard like, was it the NFL or the NHL also like chimed in? Like, I don't know how he feels about all of this right now, but real talk, I feel really, really bad for his wife. Like, that is just so straight up embarrassing and like uncomfortable to deal with. And if they're like, I hope they don't live together right now and she has to like deal with this and like see him every day. But if they do, I don't even know. I don't even know like how do you deal with that? Like everyone on the internet, everybody in the US is like mostly talking about this. I mean, unless you don't care about celebrities, none of that. Johnny Depp, Amber Heard stuff, you don't care, then whatever. But literally like your husband's a meme. And yeah, and it's just like really, really, it's really sad, I feel like, for her, especially like the son part. And what was this lady saying? Like this lady said something like, she said, okay, hold on, I need to replay it. I don't understand what she's saying when she talks.
I was having an affair with a man who's married to a Victoria's Secret model. At the time, I was young, I was naive, and I mean, quite frankly, I feel exploited. I wasn't in the scene like I am now.
What does she mean? I wasn't in the scene like I am now. What does that mean? Does that mean like scene as in like she wasn't that famous before and now she's like more in the scene, like she's more famous or she has more like celebrity friends or people of power so now she can do this? Like what? Please let me know. No, that's like serious question, guys. I have no idea what does that mean? Was she not in the scene before and therefore you couldn't come out when it was happening and then now you're saying it? And also, I just find it really interesting that we're getting all of this like Victoria's Secret news. Like you guys probably have heard or heard it on the radio, that song by Jax, like Jax. There's this girl who's on TikTok and she basically dedicated a song. She made the song, was really cute. It was for I think this little girl that she was babysitting. I think she's like a teenager or something. The girl that she's babysitting is like a teenager or a young girl. And she said that that girl was like basically feeling uncomfortable about her body image. So she wrote a song for her about how Victoria's Secret is made by an old man in Ohio and made up Victoria's Secret. It's just like to make girls feel uncomfortable with their body issues and then therefore make money, monetize off of them. And I actually saw like that TikTok video before it went massively viral. And now it's like the song on YouTube, the song on Reels, the song that I hear when I go to the mall and I'm at like H&M because I don't think they're going to play that at Victoria's Secret. But if they turn on the radio, it'll probably be there. So that was like a huge deal for Victoria's Secret, like everyone basically bashing it, saying like, even though this is something I think we all known for years, like clearly they are monetizing off the fact that their models look not like the rest of America or like the rest of the world, right? Also Adam Levine's wife was or I think is a Victoria's Secret. She is a Victoria's Secret model. Except I don't think they're doing the shows anymore because they got so much like backlash on the fact that like everybody has to be super skinny and super like gorgeous, curvy but skinny, and yes. So I'm not sure if they're still doing those shows. To be honest, I'm not against those shows. I am fine with celebrating a certain type of the female body. They could do other shows if they want to that don't look like Victoria's Secret models, right? That's just like to each his own. I think Rihanna Savage Fenty shows like is more inclusive, like has all types of models and different people of different sizes, different heights, looks showing up. So I actually don't mind. I feel like I've watched so many Victoria's Secret shows and I was always excited to see them. And I love the models in there. And I just feel bad almost for the models that like I guess it's kind of like a career death if they're just going to cancel it on the shows. But I don't remember seeing any Victoria's Secret shows in the last 2 years. So maybe it's canceled. Anyways, it also upsets me that thinking back to all the times I thought to myself and had chats with my girlfriends, and we were like, wow, imagine the life of a Victoria's Secret model. Like your life would just be perfect. And definitely we wouldn't think your husband would cheat on you or try to name your future baby with like some other random chick. Um, it's just really crazy to see this news and then be like, I can't believe how badly me and my friends wanted to be like Victoria's Secret models and looked up to them. I mean, I still do, but it's just like you paint this like imaginary picture for the life of what someone should have or could have or what you could have if you just looked like that. And clearly, I think from this news, it just goes to show that people deal with bad relationships all the time. And there's a lot of men out there that will cheat on you no matter what you look like. But this is not a men issue. I think this is a cheaters issue because I know female cheaters too. And girls will cheat, guys will cheat. It doesn't matter how you look like. I think you being the better looking one in the relationship might save you more time with somebody who is gonna be a cheater anyways. But if they were gonna cheat, they'll just cheat on you regardless of how hot you are. Uh, Free food, man. Free food. Wait, what? My name's Alan Shine and I like chicken. Zombie Doge Army says. So free food as in like the chicken that you raised, they're free. Oh my god, Lucy's on just before we leave. Hi there, chill. I have a friend who has a DM from Adam that she left on red. Love it. Well, like this is not the first time I heard people say like celebrities reach out to them. I mean, like I'm talking about like let's say reality TV shows and stuff. Because I remember one episode of Selling Sunset, the girl who's like rivals with Christine, the other blonde lady, I forgot her name. She's like really tall and has like her own empire, and she sells like empanadas. That girl, I remember when she was like the season that she was introduced in, she was talking to somebody else from the real estate agency Oppenheim Group, and she was saying how, like, I think was it Ben Affleck? I think it was Ben Affleck. Might have been some other dude that like slid into her DMs, and she was like, I don't think she left him on red, but I think she was like, oh yeah, like they didn't really do anything or whatever. But gosh, I don't know why people do that though. Like, aren't celebrities worried? Like, I hope this scares other like male and female celebrities to do less of that cheating through Instagram or like any other type of social media, because screenshots are a thing, buddy. And like, I think now that this was unveiled, um yeah, definitely don't do it. I mean, you just shouldn't do it anyways, because I feel like people who are afraid but then they're like cheaters anyways might find other routes to do it. I don't know, like a burner phone maybe, just to cheat. Or maybe like play games and like chat with them on like, I don't know, League of Legends or something. Maybe like, yeah, hit up side chicks through League of Legends. That'll be like the new secret spot. Zombie Doge Army, thank you so much for the super chat. Copy me now. At Alan. Don't make him spend money. Okay, so we're gonna open this up. Sour then sweet. I love Coca-Cola, guys. You can get Coca-Cola Haribos too, but I just never had the Sour Patch flavor. Oops, I ripped it a little too much. Now I'm gonna have to finish everything. Just kidding. I'm gonna obviously put another bag. Hi there, Mr. Amore. How are you? Oh, there's two colors. Oh, just like Coca-Cola. Oh, it's actually really good. Damn. Oh my god. They're really good. Tastes just like Coca-Cola, but like the perfect tanginess. You know how Coca-Cola bottles, it's like the white and the black. So I guess they have white balls and black balls. Oh my god. One day, I'm not doing it right now because one, I don't have Coca-Cola at home to do my little test, my little curiosity test. I forgot about the Dragon Balls. I see the Dragon Ball zombie. What is the best sour candy I can eat? Mr. Moore says. Well, this is sour and sweet, and this is pretty delicious. It really depends. If you're more of like a Coca-Cola person than you are a fruity person like me, then you probably would want to have a sour candy that's like sour and sweet, like Coca-Cola ones. But if you like fruity more than you like Coca-Cola, then I'll probably go for a sour Haribo. Let me think. But you can't have access to like the full range of the Haribo flavors unless you're like in Spain or something, you're in Germany or Europe. But out of the American selection, you can still get like the sour gummy bears with all the colors of the rainbow, basically. So you can have like green apple, sour gummy, but that's pretty basic. That's like you can get it anywhere. It's a hard one. I eat so much candy every day. Oh, my trolley one was good. The one that I did a mukbang on, the trolley Martian mixed creation. Honestly, that was so good. It was like sour and delicious. Six Lens. Cheaters hurt people mentally, and then you are forced to deal with it. Not everyone is emotionally strong. No, absolutely, Six Lens. And that's the part. It's like, I've spoken to people who are cheaters. They clearly know my stance. But regardless, I've spoken to people who are cheaters, and I don't know why they do it. Except the thing that I've picked up on from speaking to them is they really don't think it's a big deal. That's the sad part. Like, and I think it is like a little bit of a missing piece of not, I don't want to say they're psychopaths. But to each his own. A lot of these people who cheat that I talk to, and I'm like, but you wouldn't want that to happen to you. And they're like, of course not. So it's like, I think a lot of them just do it because they don't care enough to put themselves in the other person's shoe, which is really sad. But I think that's also why, bad things happen in the world, because people don't want to think about the fact that they probably don't want to be robbed. They probably don't want to be cussed at, or that have mean things said to them. So you probably shouldn't be doing that to others. But people don't care enough to like, I'm talking not everyone doesn't care, but the people who do these things are just not thinking hard enough on like, man, that would really suck if that happened to me. I mean, I've seen people who've cheated, who've been cheated on, and then also cheat too. So most of them, I feel like, just never experienced it and don't care enough to put themselves in someone else's shoes. And then the other ones, which actually pisses me off more, are the ones who know the pain and then just go ahead and spread the pain. Anyways, Doge was a good boy today. Zombie Doge Army says, "Ooh, actually, I'm gonna check out what's going on with crypto. This candy's so good. My God, I'm gonna gain so much weight. Hold on. Oh, it's okay. It's not bad. 24 pieces, which is 30 grams, is only 110 calories. But that will be 46% of my daily value of sugar intake. And I know I took more than 50% already. So it's not bad. I don't know how many pieces I already had because they're so small you forget about them. I think I already had like 10 maybe. I can have 14 more, and that's only 110 calories. I'll work it off later. Hold on. Coin market cap. Let's see here. What's going on with Doge? Doge is like the only one that's worth celebrating today. Speaking of psychopaths, I've heard the Jeffrey Dahmer series on Netflix. It's crazy. I don't know what that is. What's it about? Oh, and did any of you guys ever watch Hocus Pocus? Because I love Sarah Jessica Parker from Sex and the City, but apparently she was in Hocus Pocus, the first movie, but I've never watched it. And I saw I see thumbnails of it, like Hocus Pocus, the old Halloween movie where they're witches and stuff like that. I've just never watched it. It looks fun. I think that's before the time that she got famous as Carrie Bradshaw on Sex and the City. So that was like many years ago, I'm assuming. I feel like the first Hocus Pocus must have been like at least 20 something years ago. I think it's kind of funny that like in the original Hocus Pocus, like they were very young. And then now they're doing it like 20, 30 years later. And I feel like maybe in the first movie they even had to like make them look older or like try to do makeup to make them look like witches. And yeah. So I think I'm excited to watch it. I forget if it's gonna be in the theaters or like on Disney Plus or whatever. I'm really down to watch Hocus Pocus. But I'm probably gonna watch Hocus Pocus, the first one, like the original one, 20 years ago. And then I'll watch the other one. I don't really know the other two ladies besides Sarah Jessica Parker, but I think they look familiar. Hold on. Can't stop eating this. It's so good. I like how it separates it because usually like the Coca-Cola bottle candies, it's like together. So you forget like what's the taste of the white part versus the black part. Or maybe they taste the same. No, the black one has more kick. It's chartier. I like it more. Okay. Ooh. Dogecoin, Dogecoin, Dogecoin. How are we still at number 10 though? It's at 6.5 cents right now. Highest it went to is 6.8. We are up 8% in the last 7 days. So you know what? This is not cause for celebration yet. XRP is doing way better than Dogecoin. I will celebrate a lot more when Dogecoin is up 47% in the last 7 days, which honestly would just bring us up to barely 10 cents. Even if we're up like as much as XRP is now. I like the Sex in the City movie. Six Len says, me too. You have no idea how many times I've watched it. I think the first one is my favorite, even though it's kind of sad. Because, well, for any of you guys that haven't watched Sex in the City, the first movie is about being left at the altar, where Carrie gets left at the altar. And then the second one is like a little more chill, like less dramatic. So I think the first one is actually like my favorite Sex and the City movie out of the two. I don't know if they're gonna make any more. I don't think so. But Six Lens, have you watched the Sex and the City TV show that came out recently? Like what is it called? Sex and the City something something. I forgot what it's called. But it's like what happens to them now. And I think Samantha Jones, sadly, like literally my favorite character, is not in it. I don't think I've seen like another season. I don't know if they came out with another season or I just missed it. All right, y'all. Named one of my cats Mongo back in the day. What does Mongo mean? Can't wait for the sequel of Hocus Pocus, Zombie Doge says. Okay, I'll take it that you know the first one was good. Okay, I'm excited. I put out a poll, and you guys all think that most of you guys were most excited about Avatar 2. And to be honest, I haven't watched Avatar 1 in so long that I don't even know what Avatar 2 is really gonna be about. I just remember the dude, and then there was like a van or something, and then he was trying to get back into his body, and I think he ended up, or he was trying to get out of his body or back in, I forget. But then in the end, he turned into the blue thing, the Avatar, and he was happy. Oh, the biggest highlight, my favorite part of Avatar was that she was like mad at him. I'm talking about the Avatar lady to the Avatar dude. And then like this guy gets the best ride of his life, or like the best ride of the town, that giant monstrous dinosaur looking dragon thing. And then all of a sudden she's like all happy, all is forgiven, love you again. I thought that was the best part of the entire Avatar movie. I'm looking forward to a moment like that. It just really seemed like a hilarious meme gold digging moment. It just seemed like she really cared about what he had instead of who he I'm just kidding. I know there was more to it. That it meant a lot that he was worthy or something, that he was able to ride that thing. But it was really funny from my perspective when I was watching it. Are you female Six Lens says Zombie Doge? I actually have no idea. We don't know if okay, guys. I want you to know that I have no idea what your sexes are, your gender is. I don't care. Couldn't care less. So I'm sorry if I sometimes might use the wrong term. I feel like sometimes I say he or she, so in case I'm wrong and I'm guessing it wrong, I'm not bad. But I have no idea. Wait, F them cheaters, Zombie Doge says. Oh, Lucy, by the way, where did you go on vacay? I went to Maui. So, Mr. Moore, you're in Honolulu, right? Or I think you're in Honolulu. I know you're in Hawaii. I was in Maui for a little over a week, and it was so much fun. This is like a planned trip between me and some of my closest friends. It was a ball. I'm gonna post more videos for it. I know I'm so bad with video posting, guys. It's just been really hectic. If you've seen my members only post on Patreon and on YouTube, then you know that I am making some changes in my life. That will be revealed soon enough, closer to 2023 or maybe in 2023. And I will be hopefully making way more, not hopefully, I will be making more videos when the time comes. And yeah. So, anyways, a lot of things. That's why I'm like just honestly like busy all the time. I'm still trying to post out like clearly live streams here and there. Short videos are easier for me, just like on the go, posting short videos. So you'll always see my short videos. But don't worry, the live streams will be way more than it is now in the future, like closer to 2023. But yeah, I have a lot of content. Like I have so much videos still from like Spain that I haven't loaded, and like a whole bunch from Maui. I was just in Maui the whole time. I didn't go to any other islands. I've never been to Big Island. One of my friends went to Big Island with her boyfriend, and she said Maui was so much better. Maybe one day I'll go to Big Island just to like check out the volcanoes. Like I guess it'll steam and stuff, not like an eruption because I'll die. But I've never got to get close to like a volcano. That's like the only thing I really, really want to do, I feel like, in Hawaii overall. Wait, hold on. Hocus Pocus is a cult classic. Can't wait for the sequel. I'm more of a Blazing Saddles person. Wait. Oh, so Six Lens. Okay, so Six Lens says, no, I'm a male. Who forced you to watch Sex in the City? Nobody needs to force you to watch Sex in the City. It's a great show. Highly recommend, guys. Like, honestly, people label it as like a chick flick, and I can understand because it's literally like 4 chicks. And it sounds like a chick flick, but it's really more than that. I feel like they really like that show was what 20 years ago. It really touched upon a lot of the things that I think people are still uncomfortable to talk about today. Like, it still wows me that HBO, I think I think Sex and the City, and again, I'm just assuming here. I didn't actually check out the statistics, but I feel like Sex and the City was like HBO's big, like, big break. That was like the thing that really took off first. And then they had like Game of Thrones, because I don't feel like in between Sex and the City and Game of Thrones that like HBO had like something insane that everybody talked about. It's kind of funny that it's a lot of nudity for both, if you think about it. Game of Thrones and Sex and the City both have a lot. But for Sex and the City, it was just like really ahead of its time, I feel like, because during that time, I don't even I didn't even watch it like when it was airing, but I knew people that told me they watched it when it aired, and it was like the wildest thing. It was like I don't know. It's like this is pre like sex tape era and all these things. So it was just like people really weren't used to seeing all that nudity and like people talking about sex on TV. And now it's like everywhere. You can find it on your social media apps. You can find it on TV. In the movie, it was, but not what you think. Was there actually? Yeah, zombie. Yes, there is. That'd be funny. Game of Thrones. House of Dragons. No dragons. No thrones. No, it was like actual sex. I would say there is more sex talk and more like sex scenes in the actual TV show, having watched all like 6 seasons. I think there's 6 seasons. I watched it all. Watched like every episode. Samantha Jones, number one. There's more of that in the TV show than there is for the movies, but there is for the movies too. I think the first one had more explicit stuff. Pretty simple. You have X or XY chromosomes, Alan says. Where was and the places long before that. Haha, Alan. Yes, I'm not arguing that there's no other I don't even know how many times I can say that word. I'm not saying that there is no other on TV or internet. Clearly there's a lot more of that going on every second of the day. Named one of my cats. Wait, can you explain what Mongo means, Alan? What is Mongo? And for any of you guys that missed my little movie chart, Shazam is coming out on December 16th. And I don't know if anybody else knew this, but apparently Shazam is part of the DC comic. But I recently heard that Shazam is also known as like Captain Marvel. But Captain Marvel of DC, which is just quite confusing because there's Captain Marvel, the lady, which is in the Marvel comics. I don't know why they make it so complicated for us. There's a lot of movies that are coming out that look pretty interesting. But I agree with you guys. I think I'm most interested in Avatar. I think number 2 might actually be Hocus Pocus for me. So I'm reading over this like movie list on cnet.com, and there's one with Harry Styles. Don't Worry, Darling, coming out. Oh, wait, that's out today. September 23rd. With Olivia Wilde directs. Wasn't he dating Olivia Wilde? She's like actress and I guess maybe like director as well. It says Olivia Wilde directs Florence Poe and Harry Styles. I don't know if I'm saying Florence's last name right. Sorry. And Harry Styles in a story of a 1950s housewife uncovering a dark secret about her husband's role in their utopian community. Gamma Chang? What? Chris Pine and Nick Kroll also star. A lot of stars in this Don't Worry, Darling movie. Never heard of it until literally on this movie list. But let me know, guys, if any of you guys go and watch it and if it's a one that you recommend. Because right now I'm just going to be watching Riverdale, which I'm addicted to. And after I'm done Riverdale, I'm going to watch, I think her name's Camille, but I forgot her last name. The girl who plays Veronica. Sorry, I can't remember any of their names. There's Betty, the actress for Look Both Ways, and then there's the brunette Veronica actress. She has a movie called Do Revenge on Netflix. That one's more like I think high school mean girl, queen bee, like revenge type of thing, but I just want to see her in her own separate movie. I think she's done something scary, but I wasn't interested in watching it, so I'll probably check it out. I feel like once I've watched somebody like act in a TV show for long enough, and if I feel like they're a good actress, which I do believe she is, and a good singer and dancer, I just want to see like other things that they do that's out of character and see how I feel about it. No, I wouldn't say that. Shazam is more magic, Six Len says, and he can turn his power on and off. I forgot. Honestly, Shazam. All I remember about Shazam, I watched it in theaters, was that it was really funny and it was different. Like it was different from the Marvel superheroes. But I remember like they turned from kids to adults, like something like that. That's all I remember, to be honest. It's gonna be like I need to do a refresher every time I watch any superhero movies because there's just so many superhero movies. I just started watching Game of Thrones, and halfway through the first episode, I see nudity, and I was watching it at work. Had to turn it off really fast. Wait, but you're still watching it, right, Zombie Doge? Are you talking about Game of Thrones? You're not even watching, okay, House of Dragons. You have to keep going because when I was recommended to watch Game of Thrones, I didn't like it. I think I tried to watch like the first 20 minutes of the first episode, and I was just like not connecting, even though everybody was raving about it. But then years later, like I think when they were filming the last season, I decided like, okay, like if everybody likes it this much, let me just give it another shot because how can I have not liked it at all during like my first 15 minutes? So I sat through, I think, one, two, three. By the third episode, I think I was just like madly hooked. So I think it is like Game of Thrones is weird. I still feel like I didn't really like the beginning. Like the beginning does not hook me in. I don't know about you guys. I needed to go like 3 episodes deep before I liked it. So and then it just became like the best show ever. So definitely finish it. Highly, highly recommend. Starting to feel the whiskey. All right, cheers. House of Abstinence, Bardista says. I'm not sure if that would make it very popular on any streaming services. Uh no, you think? Oh well, what? So Samantha was a nympho? I don't know if she called herself a nympho. I think she just recognized herself as a very forward speaker, ahead of her times female, and that's what I think of her as. I definitely think a lot of the things that Samantha Jones says is still very relevant today. Like that she just doesn't care. She doesn't care if you're straight or you're gay or you're bi or whatever the heck you are. I think she just cares if she's into you, she's into you. I think that's really something that a lot of people can consider. Seeing the way that Samantha Jones sees it. I think she's like probably one of the coolest characters out of the entire Sex and the City and probably out of all the HBO shows out there. I mean, House of Dragons, Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones. Well, my favorite was, oh my god, losing names. Mother of Dragons. GOT, Jason Momoa. Yes, Jason Momoa tore that girl up, and I was like, oh my god. He really like made it through that TV show. Like, I didn't know who he was until I saw him in Game of Thrones, and then I was like, oh, that's Aquaman. Young Kim Cattrall, though. Bardisa says, honestly, I think Jessica, like Sarah Jessica Parker and Kim Cattrall. So like honestly, all the ladies from Sex and the City, if you really compare them from like their 30s, I think when they started the TV show to 50s, I want to say, or late 40s to early 50s, which is what was featured in the Sex and the City movie, at least the first one. They look great, like stunning. Like if anybody could look that good in their 40s, like men or female, like you're lucky. Is Riverdale with Luke Perry? I don't know. I don't know the actor's name. I'm sorry. But I actually saw some creepy news on Riverdale today. I mean, not on Riverdale. Like, apparently, this actor that was on Riverdale shot his mom in the back of the head. And then he admitted to it. But that was, I saw that. And then they just like put the headlines as Riverdale actor. And then they put a picture of him. And I'm like, who is this person? I don't know who he is because he's not one of the main Riverdale actors or actresses. So then I had to like click into the comment section to read that he was the actor who played the role of the kid who hit and ran Archie's dad. That kid was like in one episode probably. But yeah, real life tragedy. And it's just so upsetting to me. I don't know. I mean, it should upset everybody. For me, it's not just the act of like, it's your mom. It's just like, it's anyone. Just don't do that. I feel like if you have any race towards people, you should value your own life enough. Like, especially if you hate someone. Like, regardless if they're your family or whatever, if you hate someone, you do not need to like ruin yourself. I feel like by doing anything that is illegal and will get your butt in jail, that is just harming yourself. That is self-harm. That is like literally as bad in my opinion as like taking it to your own head because you're just trapping yourself. You're giving away your lifetime. Okay? Can't do the time, then don't do the crime. Wait, sorry. What was something else that was interesting? I was saying Johnny Depp. So I don't know how true this is, but I saw this on Fox News and I was shocked. It says Johnny Depp dating married lawyer from defamation trial against tabloid. But like they featured this image of this woman and she's not Camille. I forgot her last name. It's not Mendez. Camille Mendez, I think, is the Veronica lady. She's Veronica from Riverdale. So it was Camille Vasquez. Camille Vasquez. That was the female leading lawyer for, I believe, Johnny Depp and Amber Heard's trial. But look at this image where they talk about him dating a married lawyer, but that's not Camille. I don't know who that is. I've never even seen her in the 6-week trials that I watched many, many, many videos of. So let me know if you guys read this. But I guess it's just dating. So it's all good for now. And by the way, for anybody that doesn't know, I guess it says Adam Levine is also accused of cheating on wife with more than 4 women. And the girl who came out with it, so that's the lady, that's Adam Levine's Victoria's Secret model of a wife who's absolutely gorgeous. I would never cheat on her. And then that's the lady who came out with the video, obviously. Yeah. Sadness. A lawyer kill his mom. How could you even think it? I feel you know from birth it's wrong. Six Lens says, I think you should know that you shouldn't do that to anybody, especially not your mother. That makes me like honestly afraid. Like I don't have kids yet. That makes me afraid. Like how like just the mere idea of this like in existence, and obviously this is not the first I've heard of it. Sadly, there's way more ridiculous, crazy, wild stories that shouldn't exist. But things like this really makes me think like, wow, nobody has a child thinking the child is going to end you. I don't think you think about the end at all. And then to see news like this just makes me like, wow, do I really want to go through like 9 to 10 months of pain with the even slight possibility of like this child ending me or maybe like pissing me off? No, I'm just kidding. Pissing me off, I think, is probably inevitable. We don't know. I'll have low expectations. No, she was in the UK trial, Six Lens says. Oh, thank you, Six Lens. I knew I could count on you guys. Okay, I had way more than 20. I need to put this away. It says 24 pieces, 110 calories, but I think I've had like 50 at this point. They're so small, you just don't notice. Look at these little balls. Okay, guys, I'm gonna have to stop. Gonna have to leave y'all. I'm gonna go watch my Riverdale. I'm trying to finish it up so I can move on to other movies and other Netflix stuff. Put that candy down. I know. The best film Kim was in, though, is Big Troubles in Little China, Bardisa says. Huh? I've never heard of that. Never heard of a Kim Cattrall movie of some sort. Interesting. I never watched True Blood. Is that about vampires? I think I heard about True Blood and one of my best friends was watching it, but I've never watched it. Look for my comment on the Mongo name. Okay, thanks, Alan. Otherwise I would have had to gone to sleep and wondered what Mongo meant. Come close to without peeking into my wait. Hold on. Physical therapy was rough, zombie. I've earned it. Wait. Did you answer it? I'm just reading a lot about Sex in the City. Monk. Okay. I don't see it. But guys, all of you in here, smash the like button. Show some love to that like button on your way out. Alan, I don't know if I ate too much candy and I can't find your comment, but I'm trying really hard. I'm a cat of needles. Come close to me without. That's all I read it. And did you explain? Can you say it again? If you did, I can't find it. I can't find it. I literally like went down from the top part where you talked about the Mongo name, and then I don't see it. Pretty simple. You have XX or XY chromosome. That's not it. I don't know, guys. I just know that no. Are you tricking me, Alan? Oh, maybe said a bad word. Yeah, I don't see it. It's not there. It's like Twilight, but with lots of sex. So True Blood is like Twilight. Oh, okay. You know what? This sounds familiar because I do remember someone telling me like True Blood is like Vampire Diaries, but like a lot more sexual. So it's just like vampires, basically. I don't know, man. I think Vampire Diaries is always going to be like one of my favorites. Twilight, I will always want to watch like a marathon. I need to get like my girlfriends together one day and just like do a marathon of Twilight. I love Twilight. I know it's so low budget, especially the first one, but I feel like the first one is my favorite. Just goes to show that you don't need a lot of money to make like a movie that gets people addicted. Blazing Saddles has a character that was special, Alan says. So that's why I've never watched Blazing Saddles. Drunk. Is everybody drunk? It's not important, Lucy. He's okay. All right, guys. Well, have fun. For anybody that has been drinking a lot tonight, I hope for you and how you feel tomorrow to be drinking a lot of water afterwards before bed. Stay positive. Hopefully tomorrow Dogecoin will continue to ride past 7 cents. I will see you guys soon. Take care.